Sound the anniversary siren! Oh yeah, it's party time! That's right, it is our official first anniversary here on the ALPKMN channel. I uploaded my first Pokemon trading card and collection related video 1 year ago this month, and so I had to celebrate, so that's what we're here for today. If you've been checking out my shorts, you may have already seen what we're doing today, but if you haven't, I'm going to keep you in suspense for just a little bit longer. As I always ask, please do consider liking and subscribing if you enjoy what you see here today. I'm still a small YouTuber. We've built the channel up a lot since I first started a year ago, but I always like to have more people in this little community, so do please consider it if you enjoy. And as I always mention, you can follow me on Twitter or on Instagram at ALPKMN25, spelt the same way as my channel name is, and you can see it on the screen right now if you want to give me a follow. But yeah, it's been 1 year since I started. I've made some really fun videos. I've had some really fun times. We've hit some really big cards here on the channel, one of which we can see over here in the background, which we'll come on to a little bit more shortly. And yeah, it's just been a lot of fun. It's been a really fun hobby, collecting and making the videos and ripping. It's all been great. So thank you very much if you have been here for some or all of that journey. It means a lot to me. And even if this is your very first video, thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. Now, we need to move on to what are we doing to celebrate? Well, again, the cards in the back might have given it away. I wanted to return to Ninja Spinner, and here we have a Ninja Spinner booster box. We've been very lucky with this set and also with Chaos Rising. We opened a booster box here on the channel before, as well as an individual pack opening video, and we actually pulled this right here, this Greninja SAR, arguably the biggest card in the set, or at least the second biggest card. We pulled it 3 separate times, once on camera and twice off camera, so it has been a very lucky set for us. I'm in the process of trying to master set it, so I thought, hey, let's return a Ninja Spinner. So yeah, we've got a booster box, and a second one, and a third one, and a fourth one, and why not make it a relatively round number? That's right, 5 booster boxes of Ninja Spinner. Now, I'm not going to be opening all of these in one video, and we do have a specific goal in mind. So what we're going to be trying to do during this month is trying to pull the gold Mega Hyper Rare Greninja, the other big expensive card in this set, because for one reason, if I'm able to pull it, it makes completing the master set a lot easier, and also I thought it would be a cool thing to do. So what we're going to do is, this is going to be split up into a maximum of 4 videos. In today's video, we will rip 1 booster pack. One booster box, I should say. If we don't hit the Mega Hyper Rare the week after, we'll open the next one. And then the same, week after we'll open the next one. And if it comes down to week 4, we will open 2 booster boxes in one massive video on our quest. Like I say, as soon as we hit that Mega Hyper Rare, we're done. So I kind of hope we hit it in the first box. I kind of don't. It's a weird yin and yang. It would be awesome to pull it quickly, but then also I'd be like, oh, I've got all these boxes now that I can just open, I guess, for fun. But yeah, that is the plan. So hopefully you're as excited as I am. In terms of today's booster box, I think I'm going to go with the one slap bang in the middle. So we'll put that there. I'll pop these off to one side. I did buy all of these on eBay. They're not in the shrink wrap, but I've had a good look at them. The main seals are still there. There's no sign that they've been messed with or anything like that. So I'm pretty confident this is all legit. And I mean, if it's not, I'll have video evidence, so I can always go back to eBay and get that sorted out. But yeah, we're going to go through all 30 packs in this individual booster box here today on the chase for that Mega Hyper Rare. I'm sure I've already put it up on the screen at this point. But yeah, so in Japanese, you only get 5 cards per pack. And you also get 30 packs in a box. So let's start getting these out. Lovely stuff. And then we need 5 of them. So there we go. 30 packs of Ninja Spinner. Of course, all with identical artwork. It's just the Greninja the main boy on the artwork. At this point, I have collected all the base cards, so we don't need any holos, any regular EXs, none of that. All we need now is secret rares. So I am going to go through these a bit more quickly than I normally would. My plan is we'll open the first 10 normally. Then we'll do a mega pack, which you may be familiar with if you saw my previous video opening one of these booster boxes, and then we'll return to normal style for the last 10. But yeah, like I said, we're looking for secret rares. That's what we need for our master set. And like I said, the big goal is, of course, that Mega Hyper Rare. But let's get started. We've been talking for long enough. We're 5 minutes in at this point. Yet to rip our first pack. So let's get on with it. Now, with these sets, there are guaranteed hit rates. So I think, based on prior experience, you usually get at least 3 illustration rares, maybe 4. You usually get 2 secret rares, which is where our Mega Hyper Rare or SAR could be as well. So that's what we should get from each box. So first up, we have an Avalugg, Wimpod, Fampi, a Stunky, and then on the end, just a Sudowoodo. So like I say, we're going to be going through these pretty quick. I've seen all these artworks before. Like I say, I've got a video already opening a full booster box, so I won't be stopping to sort of sniff the roses as much as I usually would when opening packs. So here we go. There is a Ferrothorn, not Ferroseed, Matang, a Remoraid, Skrelp, and on the end, there we go, our first hit. Unfortunately, it is a double. I think this is actually the 3rd time I pulled this now. A Watchog illustration rare, or is it just secret rare? Yeah, it's just, oh sorry, art rare it is in Japanese, isn't it? So there we go, that's our first hit out of the box. Like I say, it is a double, so not what we need for our master set, unfortunately. Let me just poke this down a little bit further. There we go. We'll pop that in the back, but only 2 packs in. And we've already hit one of our secret rares. Like say, in Japanese, the wording's a bit differently. I usually call everything above the set number a secret rare because I'm used to the English, whereas in Japanese, secret rare is actually a specific level of rarity. This is like Hangeflower or something like that it's called. Carnivine, Minchino, I think. Fluffy, and then just a holographic, I think it's Bubbly Energy. Like say, we don't need that. We have all the holos from the set. But there are some card shops I want to go to that do specifically have like purchase rates for reverses and holos and stuff. So at some point I'm going to go to one of those with a bunch of my bulk, and they will take those off me and I'll get some money back and I'll be able to trade them in. So that'll be very nice. We have the, again, I can't remember the exact name, some sort of fishing net, Goomy, Zubat, a Boltoy, and then on the end, just I think that's the Speed Deoxys. But yeah, ultimately, when, obviously, like I said, the Mega Hyper Rare is the main goal, but if we are hitting secret rares, you know, ones above the set number, I'd like them to not be doubles, if at all possible. We have a Garbodor, Phantump, Trubbish, Frogadier, and on the end, just an Ampharos holographic. I don't know if the holographics are seeded. I haven't looked at that. Maybe they are. Maybe you get a set number per booster box with those as well. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not as familiar with Japanese as I am with English, of course. It's been a relatively new thing I've taken up. Another one of the Deoxys, I don't know how you say it. Vulpix, Emolga, Golbat, and then he's got a French name. Ugh.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
I can't remember. French boy. I can't remember what his exact name is. And unfortunately, I have not yet learned Japanese. Maybe one day. But at the moment, it's still not in my wheelhouse. I know some people do open these with scissors. I do like ripping them. Probably not the best thing in terms of the cards, but it's more fun. We got the Keldeo, Carnivine, Fennekin, Belton, and another holographic, this time the Metal Energy. So I feel like we're getting a lot of holos up front. Only one hit so far, and like I said, out the first 10 I would maybe expect another couple, but you know, I guess it depends how the packs are laid out in the boxes. We have Azi's Tranquility. I have pulled the secret rare of that. Esper, Weedle, it will get you high. Donphan, and then on the end, another hit, but unfortunately another double. It's the Xerneas art rare. So, like I say, that is our second hit, but sadly it is a double. I mean, I guess if we pull the Mega Hyper Rare, I'm not going to be too annoyed about pulling doubles of the art rares, but so far we're just getting them doubles. So here we go. This is, I think, pack number 9. Card on the front, and we have a Ninetales, a Bergmite. This is not Delphox, it's the middle one. Braixen. I know the names. Professional. Golbat. Oh, and then on the end, okay, there is our first secret rare. I believe this is Emma, if I remember correctly. So that's one of our 2 chances to hit the Mega Hyper Rare. So now we've only got, again, if my understanding is correct of the hit rates, we've got 1 more opportunity. But that is a new secret rare, so that's awesome. We do need that for our master set. So I'll just pop over our 2 art rares. It would be nice to get another art rare. I feel like there's not that many in this set, and we've pulled quite a high amount of doubles. But here's the last one from our first 10. Let's give that a good old rip. Spare bit of wrapper there. So we go the last one before we do our mega pack. 3 hits so far. We have Roxy's Performance, I believe it is. Remoraid, Ferroseed, Flaffy, I think. I always get the names of these mixed up. And then on the end, just a Crobat. So first 10 packs in. 3 hits, 2 doubles, 1 new secret rare, which is nice, because like I said, that is the one that's a little bit harder to pull. If you saw my previous video, you'll already be familiar with the concept of a mega pack. Well, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on time lapse. I'm going to rip all 10 of these, and then I'm just going to take the hits off the end, and then we'll go through those as like one super special big ultra mega fancy pack. So yeah, I will hop over onto the time lapse just so you know it's all legit. I'm not trying to sneak cards in. And then, yeah, we will see what we get out of our mega pack. Okay, so there we go. We have our 2 piles. This should be all bulk. I'm just going to quickly flick through just to make sure I haven't actually accidentally messed up and put a hit in there, because I think I nearly did at one point, but it looks like we're all good. Yep, so there's all the bulk. I do really, one of my favorite things about the Japanese is just the backs. I just think the backs are so much cooler. The English ones are very clean, but I don't know, something about the gold and the little I guess the little energies, yeah, little energies on the corners and everything. It's just a very cool design. But anyway, here we go with our mega pack. 10. I shouldn't say all hits. I think you get a rare on the end if you don't get an actual hit, but here we go. Let's see what we've got. So we've got, oh no, I'm lying, so you can get an uncommon. So we've got a Ferrothorn. Oh, okay, that's our second secret rare. So unfortunately, I think that means we won't get the Mega Hyper Rare. I could be wrong. But yeah, so that's Surfing Beach. I've mentioned it before, there's a little Wimpod down there. We have already got this, unfortunately, but it is a hit. Can't complain. This is a Goomy. Slagoo goes in the middle. Oh, there we go. There's our first EX, a Mega Dragalge, which we obviously do have. We have a Ho-Oh, Keldeo, Skuntank, a Chinchino EX, Meowstick, and then on the end, the Chestnut. Yes, Chestnut. Holographic. So only 3 hits out of those 10. We should still have hopefully at least one other art rare and maybe a couple of EXs in our final 10. But we'll sleeve up this bad boy. I'm not going to sleeve up the EXs now, just because, like I say, we have got them all, so they'll be going straight into my trade binder. But there we go. So 1 secret rare we did need, 1 we already had, but it is a very nice card. I do like this artwork a lot, actually. I think it's the nicest one out of the trainers in this set by a long way. It's a very nice artwork. So there we go. Not too bad. Line that up along the back. Move our EXs just to somewhere safe for now. And yeah, on to our final 10 packs. Like I say, if I'm correct, I don't think we can get the Mega Hyper Rare now. I could be wrong. It might be that you can get that on top. Maybe it doesn't replace one of the secret rares. I honestly don't know. It's just like I said, this is my assumption from when I've been paying attention opening boosters. So maybe, like I say, there could still be a chance. You never know. So let's take off the rear card. We have the regular Emma, Chespin, Beldum, Quillfish, and then on the end, the Mega Greninja EX. Very nice. I think this is actually still worth a couple of quid just because it's the Greninja. Very nice. Not mad about having a double of the main boy. As I still need to pull the Ultra Rare and the and obviously the Mega Hyper Rare Greninja. So we've had 2 of them. It's mad though that I've had the SAR/SAR 4 separate times across the 2 different sets, and I haven't pulled the Mega Hyper Rare once, or even the Ultra Rare once. We have the French chap, can't remember his name, Octillery, Minchino, I keep saying, I could be wrong. This is Sliggoo, and then on the end, just a Deoxys. Like I said, this is just part 1. We will be back next week with our second booster box. So there's another chance, well, there's 4 more chances for us to hit the Mega Hyper Rare and just continue with our master set. So pop that to the front. We have the Crobat, the Kakuna, the Wimpod, Fluffy, and on the end just the Fire Energy, Burning Fire Energy, whatever that one is called. I've said it before, I think it's lame to make hollows trainer cards. I just think it sucks. Make it a Pokemon. Nobody wants a trainer, like, unless it's something really cool. But, you know, it's just a fire symbol with some flame effects around it. Like, I don't want that as a hollow. Come on. Delibird, Fennekin, Bergmite, Matang, and on the end, we have the Mega Floette EX. So we've actually got, I don't know if that's all the Megas from this set. I'm probably wrong. I'm probably not remembering one, but we've got a good number of the Mega EXs. Like I say, we should still at least have 1 more secret rare hit. I'm pretty sure, maybe even 2. But I'm pretty sure we should have at least 1. Oh, okay, I've managed to mess this up quite spectacularly. Let's try going from another angle. Again, I could use scissors on these, but some part of me finds the actual act of ripping the pack quite satisfying, so I will not be doing that. Maybe, like, if I get down to the final video, I might, you know, do like a mega pack with, like, you know, 20 or 30 cards or something ridiculous, because obviously we'll have a lot of packs to get through if we get that fast. We've got the Deoxys, the Donphan, Goomy, Zubat, and on the end, just the, I think, is it Lumiose Tower? Again, I could be wrong. Actually, I think the Lumiose Tower is different. I think this is some other form of tower. The trainers are the worst ones because you have to, you know, I know what some of the Pokemon are already without having opened the English. We've got the Goomy, not the Sliggoo, the Quilladin, that's one that I've learned thanks to this set, Esper, a Remoraid. Oh, there we go. Our first one of the Frog Boys, the Frogadier illustration rare, but art rare, I should say. But yeah, that was another thing. I was like, how have I not pulled one of the Froakie or Frogadier art rares yet when I've already pulled the Greninja so many times? But that's awesome. It's really colourful. It's a really nice artwork. So that is awesome. Very happy with that. Gonna budge some of these fellas over. That fella gets a spot in the middle. Again, I don't know if that's all of our guaranteed secret rare hits. Like I said, there might be 1 more. But overall, if this is all we've got, again, we don't know, there might be more. I can't be too mad. We're on, what, 4 EXs, 2 secret rares, 1 we needed, 1 we didn't, and then 3 art rares, only 1 that we needed. But again, it's a big one, or it's one of the cooler ones that I'd have rather got. So, because I believe there's a Matang, there's obviously the Froakie, I know there's the Tauros, the Ampharos as well. Those are a few of the art rares I know there are. There might be others as well. I don't know the set off by heart by any means, but those are the ones that I can think of that I know we haven't hit in Japanese. Ho on the front, Watchog, Skrelp, Litleo chilling in the tree, and then the Clay Doll. 3 packs left. Will we get another hit? Or will this be it for today? Let's find out. We have the Golisopod, Emolga, Quillfish, Ferroseed, and another Cobalion. I hate this card. This is the card from these sets that I've pulled so many times. But Cobalion EX, don't sound ungrateful, it's it. But God, I'm sick of seeing that EX. I feel like I've got one in every booster box I've opened so far. Although, again, there aren't many EXs in this set, so, you know, it's not too surprising. And I don't know what the odds are of getting double EXs in a box. I don't know if I've done that before either, actually. Speak of the devil, there's the Tauros, Pumpkaboo, Octillery, Trubbish, and on the end, just the special red card, I believe it's called. So here we go, last pack. Let's bless it for a little bit of last pack magic. Hopefully we might get another hit. Again, I feel like in past experience it's been 3 art rares, but I might be wrong, it might be 4. And if it is, then that means there's one in here. By process of elimination. So here we go. Azzy's Tranquility. Sligoo, still learning this line. Froakie, I'd like to see him. Can I have Froakie, please? Kakuna. And on the end, just a Deoxys. So no, I am wrong. I guess it is only 3 art rares per box, again, under my assumption that they are, you know, you are guaranteed to get certain hits. But let's gather everything up and have a nice little look through what we got on our first week. Of course, I guess we should look at the EXs, the eye hits. So we got the Cobalion, the Mega Floette, the Mega Greninja, the Chinchino, I think, and then the Mega Dragalge. So 5 EXs. Then we got the Watchog art rare, which is a double. The Xerneas art rare, which is a double, but I'm not mad about getting it. It is a really pretty artwork. It's very, very nice. So that'll go in my trade folder. The main art rare we got today was the Frogadier. We need this for our master set, and I'm very happy to pull it again. It's a very nice card. Gorgeous artwork there. Into our secret rares, we got the Surfing Beach, which again is a double, but it is a double that I really like. It's got the Wimpod down there in the Shallows. And then finally, our main hit for today was the Emma secret rare, which again, we do need for our master set. So overall, not too bad for week number 1 of our anniversary celebration. We'll be back next week with another entire booster box to open, another 30 packs. Is that the right way up? Oh, no, it's the wrong way up, technically, because there we go. That is the right way up. But yeah, another 30 packs to open, more hits to get. Hopefully, we will get that Mega Hyper Rare Greninja that we're looking for. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Like I said at the start, do consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed. Take care of yourselves, and peace.